Scott Walker wins, MSNBC spins, and adult diaper deliveries are at an all-time high all throughout the mainstream media. Hey kids, the hiatus is over. Other Sammy is here today. My name is Stephen Kruiser. This is called Cruiser Control, and we are back. My people! Oh, how I've missed you. Oh, how I've missed you. Hey, other Sammy, thanks for being here today. Yeah. Sammy's gotten to the point where he has another Sammy now, because Sammy was other Matt for a long time, if you remember. Those doppelganger, that's exactly what it was. You never see them both in the same place at the same time, or Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Anyway, let us begin with the poor dears over at the White People Are Us Network, who had a very, very bad Tuesday night this week. Immediately after the segment featured in this clip, all participants adjourned to a hot tub filled with gin and Zoloft.
Hot tub.
I mean, their mission is to get a supermajority in the Senate, keep the majority in the House, win the White House, and change this country to their ideology, no matter what any poll says. And so what is the message to Americans tonight if this is a template on how the rest of the country is going to go? I believe it's some pretty damn scary stuff.
A lot of poll talk from the people over at MSNBC that no matter what any poll says, you know what poll matters, Ed? The elections, okay? That's the poll that matters. Because the other ones just blah, blah, blah. The ones when people go in and actually vote, and if you keep winning those, that's the poll that matters. And you're right, we do want to win all of that and all of that and all of that and all that. And we're going to keep doing it just to watch your head go, yeah! It'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, but for our purposes, nothing makes it swell with joy like a little Flashback Friday. Leaning on that. MSNBC's tingling genius in residence decided to take out his frustration at not having been given brains or looks on the Miss USA contestants.
Anyway, one of the contestants was confronted, I think that was a catch-all question, anyway, about the mixed results during the competition last night. Thanks to Arsenio Hall. Let's watch.
How do you explain so many of them not knowing this answer?
Well, I have to say, I went through that process. We were all up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and we were very tired, and I think a lot of the girls misanswered the question. They weren't very positive, but they really do know who the vice president is. It was just a really long day. It was like midnight.
Who is it, they want to know?
Biden.
Okay, she got it.
Biden!
Okay, they were up late.
Well, that earned her a lot of applause. It reminds me of jaywalking. I guess ignorance is bliss.
It would seem that our boy Tingles is blissfully unaware that he was recently on Jeopardy.
Let's do it again. 6-letter words for capitals for 800.
St. Basil's Cathedral is there. Chris.
What is Istanbul?
No.
6-letter words, Chris. 6-letter Istanbul. Math is so hard for the progressives, isn't it? It's economy's good. No, and by the way, Miss Nevada was so hot, I wouldn't care if she knew who I was, okay? Forget Biden. She could be looking at me and go, who are you? I don't care. You're beautiful. Because we do actually show up to work sober here, we finally realized that calling this the unnamed segment for 3 months means we pretty much named it. There, passed the drug test. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the unnamed segment.
Woo. It seems to me that Obama not going there was just another one of those kind of little aloof statements of his that just isn't very lovable.
Tina, see how much you give away when you're on TV early in the morning? Ms. Brown shows the real problem with the politics of emotion. They want a puppy, not a president. Someone who connects with them and is ultimately lovable. They're so demanding. And they're finding out with President Obama that they aren't getting any of the puppy cuteness and lovability. Just the big, stinky puppy mess. But this time, it's all over the economy and not the floor. Tweets of the week! Twitter.com/Stephen Kruiser. You follow me, I will follow you back. But you got to tell me I'm not following you. I don't know everything, contrary to what I may try to get you to believe sometimes, okay? And no egg avatars. Uploaded avatars so I can see what you look like or what you think you look like. Tweet number 1.
You know, I've had to declare jihad on Haagen-Dazs.
Jihad of Haagen-Dazs. Now it's... That's going to be the name of my next book, I think. Oh, the Jihad of Haagen-Dazs. Tweet number 1 says, do you ever feel like a wise yet awesome Kung Fu master at times? I got some Kung Fu Master pajamas, by the way. I like wearing them. I never feel I don't want to be the leader anymore. I have decided to just go away. No, really, I always feel like that. I want to be in control of everything. I am the Kung Fu Master, and your karate no good for me. Tweet number 2.
Yo, boom, boom, shake the mofo room.
No comment. Tweet number 2. Your aversion to pants, some may even call bigoted. Did it originate in childhood or develop later in life? I have always been a patriot. Pants are unpatriotic. Do we have to make this point again, Other Sam? I think we do. Pants are anti-liberty. Okay, one more time. Who wore pants? Hitler, Stalin, Mao. Who didn't wear pants? Jesus, Gandhi. I win the debate. Tweet number 3.
I would like to meet this Polazano.
She's pretty good. If you were stranded on an island and had to be stuck with A, Sandra Fluke, B, Nancy Pelosi, or C, Al Gore, who would you pick? I would pick drowning. Okay, I think that's what, if I were stranded, that's the beauty of being on the desert island, is you just take the slow walk into the surf and let the waves wash over you until you can't hear the Botox hag's cackle ringing in your ears any longer. Don't forget to go to the website, StephenKruiser.com. You can find out what's going on, where I'm going to be, what we do, and then we're going to start podcasting again. Obviously, it's been a weird few weeks, been away, none of that's on there, but we're going to be doing that again soon. And of course, as always, when you comment, you win. Winners win and winners comment. And comment, you also win the PJ Media, which one of our winners said can also be used to clean off a camera lens. We didn't know that. We were just using it to wipe away misery, wipe away the results of the last 3 years, wipe away, but you can actually use it on stuff. This week's comment winner says, Kruiser, where on earth have you been? I missed the hip vibe from the theme to the Circle of Dumb, and without your commentary, Chris Matthews is, well, just sort of pathetic. Keep up the good work, amigo. Just one question. Where would good old Martin Bashir be if he had a voice like Arthur Fonzarelli instead of Niles the Butler? That was beautiful. Thank you very much. I'm not going to answer the Bashir question because Bashir would still be a loser, depending. It doesn't, can you imagine Bashir? Hey. With this little, no. This week, dear Cruiser Control fans, we see that it is indeed possible to fit a square moron into a round hole. Welcome to the Circle of Dumb. Yes, the reaction to the results of the Wisconsin recall alone could have filled 6 circles this week, but in the end, one overpaid champion of the poor and downtrodden emerged. Your winner is... Lawrence, I'm even whiter than Tingles O'Donnell, who managed to bang his head against the wall so hard as the Wisconsin numbers rolled in that he came up with this.
John Heilemann, I said at the top of the show that President Obama was the big winner tonight because in the exit polls, we saw today that they were asked who would you vote for president today. 53% in Wisconsin. 53% say President Obama. Only 42% say Mitt Romney. That is, if not the recall outcome, that outcome for President Obama has to be very encouraging.
At this point, I think it's safe to say that the progressives are in an abusive relationship with the polling, okay? The exit polling especially. Because these are the same exit polls that abused them and led them astray just a few hours earlier. So that's what they're looking to in the end. Again, not the actual poll result. It was all polls over there. Of course, the left and the unions just got a drubbing, and now, but we can say, but Obama's going to win based on the, you know what exit polls are? Exit polls are, I'm tired, I just voted, I want to get a drink, and you're in my way, so I'm going to say whatever you want to hear, okay? It's kind of like, you know, what a guy does when he's trying to get a date. Just says whatever you want to hear. Just, no, yeah, I like your mom. Yeah, she's good. After a few weeks in the desert, it's a little extra crispy, but that distinctive jalapeno flavor lets you know that it is, and always will be, the last piece of my mind. This isn't going to be maudlin, but I wanted to mention why I was away the last few weeks. My grandmother fell ill and passed away, and I'm not saying that for sympathy. I'm saying that for a life lesson. This is a woman who lived to be almost 100 years old and told me on her 90th birthday she didn't want to live to be 100. So 2 months and a week short of it, she died. And she lived her life very well and is a good lesson for all of us. She drove until she was 93. She worked very hard in her entire life, and then later on in life reaped the benefits of that hard work and got to go travel and do the things she liked. And I've never met anyone approach the end of life with fewer regrets, and I think that's a good way for all of us to think about proceeding. If you're going to move forward with a little gusto and just make it count. Make it count! That's what my grandmother would say, and she would scream at me if I didn't do it, too. And then she'd make me pierogi. All is well. I love you guys. I'll see you next week.